even when I wanted to take God seriously against the altar to try to get filled with the Holy Spirit, and it took me weeks to get the Holy Spirit. Why? Because I was distracted by what people might think or people look at me. And the day I got it, I was so hungry that I wanted it. I didn't care what anybody else thought. If we're looking at addressing fear, there are two elements to this which you've got to look at. Sometimes the world says stuff, but they don't have it quite right. So when they talk about positive affirmation, they're talking about affirming things by what men say, oh, loving yourself, they're talking about all that kind of nonsense. I'm talking about affirming things according to God's truth. And so the first thing I would recommend you do is get a Bible concordance or do a search on fear. Find every verse that you can about fear. So you want to start arming up yourself. Why? Because fear is a spirit. So the easiest way to start to control somebody is with fear. That's in the natural sense and in the spiritual sense. Yeah. Even witchcraft is about control, and fear and other kind of stuff. Yeah. So in order for you to loose yourself from that, you've got to start using the words. So when you start to feel afraid, or when those thoughts come to your mind, you've got to declare God's truth. What does God say about the situation? As you begin to declare God's truth, the way you think will begin to change as well. Yeah? The Bible says that whatsoever we bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatsoever we loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. The Bible says that God has given me a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. So when a situation comes against you which intimidates you, that's got to be your response. You've got to speak out of your own mouth and say, I loose myself from the spirit of fear in the name of Jesus. Yeah? I do not have a spirit of fear, I've got a spirit of power. And the word power in the scripture means authority. Yeah? What's that authority? It's the word of God in the first place. Yeah? Of love and of a sound mind. When you're fearful, it actually affects even your thinking clarity and your ability. Yeah? The fear of man is a snare, the fear of God, so the reverential fear of God is a positive thing. Yeah? But any time you fear man or anything other than God, it causes you to actually to disobey God. You're not open to being led by the Spirit of God. Does that make sense? Yeah? Oh, sorry, one more thing in that was also being filled with the Holy Ghost. So a lot of the time we receive the Holy Ghost and we take that as being filled. That's not actually correct. You receive the Holy Spirit, but the instruction is to be being filled. So that means be continually filled. And if you look at the book of Acts, they were filled once. They go out and do exploits, things happen to them, and they start to feel a bit fearful. Then they pray again, God fills them up again, and what comes with being filled? A sense of boldness. So you want boldness, you pray and ask God to fill you with the Holy Ghost. Yeah? That's as much authority as you're ever going to get, as you're going to need. Yeah?
Amen.
To give an example to back up what our sister is saying, one example which she used was 2 dogs. Whichever one you feed the most is really stronger. So if you are feeding the flesh all the time, your spirit will have no strength, no power, God will not want to go with you. If you are feeding the spirit, and you follow how, if you look at the life of Jesus, he is the ultimate example. This is why the pastor is not the example, it's Jesus. Because Jesus is the representation of perfect submission to the Spirit of the Father. So whatever you feed the most will be stronger.
So basically, not Instagram.
You are with me.
Well,
You are what you eat. It's what they're saying, but they don't quite get it. You are what you eat.
Let's give an example. Well, deleting Instagram, social media, you're going to have more time to spend in the Word, biblically, but fighting other fleshly things, what people do.
Let me give you an example that the young people understand. And I used it last time, I'll use it again. If you watch Love Island, you're going to have faith for Love Island. You know what I said? You're going to have faith for Love Island. So you're going to get a Love Island boyfriend. You're going to get a Love Island husband. So that's what you have faith for. That's what you're feeding yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So when the man beat you, when he leave you with your dignity, listen to what I'm saying. No, listen. When the man beat you, when he leave you alone with the child, When it's ungodly, that's because that's what you fed into. And you desire that. You cannot watch trash TV and not become trash.
Amen.
Understand that? Let me repeat that. You cannot watch trash TV, listen to trash music, listen to your trash friends who ain't saved, and have God. I want to explain this to you tonight. I came here to deliver this one message. If I can't say nothing else, it's this. You cannot have Christ and have the world. So let me get that straight tonight, because I see a lot of this in church. Because on Instagram you're doing one thing, but in church you're another thing. They can't run. You can't prove God. So know that you cannot have both. You cannot subscribe to the principles of this world and have God, because friendship with the world makes you an enemy of God. And in this day and age, we have to stop playing with you.
Yeah, right. God
And I say it like that because the devil has tried to kill me so many times. Amen. So I don't play, because you need to know the devil wants you dead. Yeah? If he could kill you, you'd be dead already. It's only the grace of God while we're all here. Yeah? So don't play with this thing. You know, a lot of your friends wish they could be in your position right now. So don't try to do both. It's not going to work. And a lot of the questions that are going to be asked is because you're trying to do both. And I say that in love. Yeah? When you learn that you can't do both, a lot of things will be easier for you.
What happens if you go to church and you're in a intimate relationship? Yeah? So the Bible talks about not being unequally yoked. And it's important to understand that when that intimacy between a man and woman was first ordained and created, it was there for a purpose. A soul tie is formed as a result of it. So that means that your soul and their soul join together. And any other soul that they join to is joined to you as well. Yeah? So what is your soul? Your soul is your mind, your will, and your emotions. Now, in a married couple, that's a great thing. Yeah? That's a blessing. That's why over time we start to see married couples that start to look a bit like each other, start to sound like each other, and things go in the right direction. Why? It's to aid unity. Yeah? But if you're unequally yoked, yeah? So you're saying that you're a believer, you're trying to follow Christ, and you're yoked to someone else who's not following Christ, there will be that pull on your emotions, on your will, and so forth. Yeah? Even, I think, when you're even a young person, even more so, you've got these things that you don't know what to do with it, or you have no outlet for these things very often. No, it's true. And the devil will try to put things in front of your face and try to get you into bondage by a soul ties. Yeah? In respect that.
It just comes under distraction on the heart.
It's not just that, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that, because the other person's life is not dedicated to Christ. And demons have access to their life, they get interested in your life as well.
Yeah.
You ever heard those, so just one more point to give context, yeah? Have you ever heard people say, for example, you never forget your first love, and those kind of things, yeah? The reasons for that is because of the soul tie. So it could be years after, and it could be somebody that you're particularly thinking about. You might want to think about putting them into your mind or something. It's because of soul ties there. And soul ties need to be addressed.
Alright, let's go on to Psalm 3. So how do you in Ukraine feel like you've lost strength or given up?
So I want to read Psalms 34, 17 to 19 and Amplified. It says, when the righteous cry for help, the Lord hears and delivers them out of all their distresses and troubles. The Lord is close to those who are of a broken heart and saves such as are crushed with sorrow for sin and are humbly and thoroughly penitent. Many evils confront the consistently righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. There comes a time in all of our Christian lives where we are put through the test, but we're always technically in a test, but some tests are harder than others, and there comes a time when we really just can't find any words. But what we have to remember is the power of the Lord's grace and His mercy. You see, He puts us through stuff that sometimes we feel like, why would God allow this to happen to me? And then what the enemy tries to do is to trick you into questioning God's righteousness. You see, once you pass the first level of or stage of belief, of believing that God is real, the only thing that the enemy can do is to try to change your perception of God's righteousness. Now, this started in heaven, because that's what Satan did with the angels. He ran around trying to convince them that God wasn't just, and potentially that they deserved more, because that's what he felt. He said, I'm going to ascend to the mount of God, right? And then in the garden, he put that same discontent in Eve. So what the enemy is really trying to do in this situation, he's trying to turn you against God. So when you can't pray, and when you can't read your word and you're struggling, he's slowly breaking down your connection with God. But what we have to remember is that even though we feel that we can't pray, God still knows and hears. He doesn't always respond straight away. Because there's going to come a time when you're praying and God just seems like he's not there. It seems like he's silent. But that is what faith is about. That is what trusting and obeying is about. I think I put a status on Facebook last night where it says, you're not supposed to understand everything you're going through, but you just have to trust and obey. And what I found that helped me in a lot of times when I just felt like I had nothing to say, I found myself in the Bible. And one of the realest people in the Bible is David. He's a lot more realer than we are today, because we pretend like everything is okay. David wasn't afraid to say, God, why have you left me alone? How long are you going to leave me like this? And when I found that they were human people in the Bible like me, who felt like me, there's Jeremiah who basically called God a liar and said, you deceived me. When I felt like God had lied to me, I found Jeremiah in the Bible and I found, okay, it's okay to be angry with God, but it's not okay to curse God. Yeah? Job, if you read Job properly, Job was cussing for like 30 chapters, but he didn't curse God. He cursed his own life. And then when God came and spoke to him, he repented because he realized that he really didn't know as much as he thought. So find yourself in the Word. There's nothing you're going through that's not in here. And the Bible said that Jesus was tempted in all points. Like as we see, yes, Jesus didn't have the internet, right? But the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, those are the three roots of every single sin. And he went through all of them. So you can find yourself in the Word, and you can actually know that you have a high priest, who is Jesus, who was here like you, and took on the form of flesh so that he could feel what you was going through. So there's nothing that you go through that Jesus doesn't understand. But understand, he's not always going to answer you exactly the time you call. And that's why sometimes all you're going to have is what the Word says. And I just have to believe that if God said he's there, and I pray he heard me, he might answer me next week. He might answer me next year. I'll give you an example. 2016, I was doing very well, pretty much at the top of my career. And since then, I didn't have a job. From 2016, all this time you've seen me the last couple of years, from 2016 till this week, I haven't had a job. Anytime I'm coming down here, that somehow the Lord has provided to me petrol. But this week, I got a job. 3 years he didn't answer my prayer. So that question right there, that's been the last 3 years. God, I'm doing your work. Why? How are you? You said if I put the kingdom first, everything's going to be added. So why can't I pay my bills? 3 years he didn't answer me. I just had this. And I had his life. Because I said, hold on a minute. But I ain't killed nobody yet. I'm not no miracle worker. And they still despise Jesus and killed him. So how am I to complain? So you need to find yourself in the Word. It's because I kept consistently finding my situation in the Word. The grace of God. Because I gave up a million times. I'm going to be real. There was times that I'm like, I'm not even praying no more. What am I praying for? God, I'm doing everything you asked me to do, and you can't pay my bills. Someone would call, and they would speak a word. They wouldn't even know. Halfway through the conversation, I got delivered because they spoke a word. Or I went down in prayer, and God delivered me. There's so many different ways for us to be delivered, but you have to trust and obey. Amen. So find yourself.
So, the Bible says iron sharpens iron. So, if you're supposed to be iron as a believer, and you're socializing with someone who's not a believer, what are they adding to your life in terms of edifying you? Yeah? The instruction is given to us that we're supposed to walk in the Spirit. Yeah? So, person you're associating with is spiritual. I'm not even talking about just being a Christian, because being a Christian isn't enough. Yeah? You can be a carnal Christian, and that means nothing. That's not edifying you. So you need to find people who are, at the minimum, as spiritual as you are, if not more so. That's what I would encourage you to do. So, again, asking about is it right? I can go back to soul ties again. Yeah, the main it links into friendship as well. So the main source of soul ties is normally from intimacy, yeah? But you can have it by being very, very close to somebody. The Bible describes David and Jonathan as their souls being knit. They were that close. They were that tight. Yeah? So that influence is still there.
Can I say something? I think that if someone's going to communicate with somebody who's unsaved and they're saved, they would have to be strong enough to do that. Because if they communicate with somebody who's not saved, they could get influenced if they're not strong enough. You see, so I would say if you're strong enough and you've got that power to do that, because you're supposed to be bringing people to God, not them influencing you. So I would say, you know, it's better to, what the pastor said the other day, you have to be in godly people, you know, like fellowship, yeah. So you wouldn't be associated like going in a pub and sitting down there if, you know. Yeah, exactly, because you're supposed to be strong enough, you know. So if you're not, then stay in God's house, you know, around God's people who's going the same way.
The question is who speaks into your life? Because very often the person you hang around, they're speaking things into you and you're absorbing it. Yeah? The Bible says that even communication corrupts good manners. So when you have certain conversations with your friends, they're not with the right mindset, that influences you, that gets into you. So who speaks into your life? What you're talking about is something different.
No, I'm saying I did say that you have to be strong enough to be able to go.
What I'm saying is that I'm categorizing these relationships as being different. So if it's with an unsaved person, you know what you're there for. You know that you're the light in that relationship, and you're trying to bring it to them. Yeah? But it's very different to have an understanding of who you're actually going to receive from. Yeah? Who's actually going to speak life to you and benefit you and edify you.
But if you're coming from that walk of life, say that you was an alcoholic or whatever, you cannot go in that lion's den if you're not strong enough, you know, will be around the surroundings. Stay away. That's what I'm saying. You know, you just want to go back in it. Do you see what I mean? You understand that?
So, is it wrong to socialize? Is it wrong to socialize? It's not wrong to socialize, but I don't categorize everybody as a friend. I have associates, and I have friends, and then I have colleagues and whatever. And so, jumping along with what Robert Dream said, we are the light in that situation. So for me, there's boundaries. So when I got saved in 2012, the people who I was partying with, I said to them, I'm not partying with you no more. And if you see me, it's going to be on my terms. So we can go to dinner, we can maybe go play some sports, but I understood that there's a boundary. I don't get into certain conversations. I don't discuss everything with them, and they're not my friend. I don't confide in them because they don't got nothing for me. They can't encourage me. So there's a boundary to our relationship. They can't step past certain boundaries. So now they know if they want to start making jokes about Jesus and certain things, it's not going to go down like that. Because I used to say to them, yes, I'm saved, but don't disrespect me. Don't think I'm a pushover. No, I'm not going to hit you, but you're not going to just chat any way to me. And I'm just going to stand here, because people think you get saved so you get soft. No, I'm not soft. So you have to know yourself. And so when I first got saved, it was a radical separation. Why? Because I probably wasn't strong enough to be a light. And in fact, I was a bit too radical because I was condemning these people a bit too quickly. Sometimes you just got to live a life to let people know you're saved. So now I've been 6 years down the line and they know I ain't coming back to them. My word carries a lot more weight. So I know when we first get saved, sometimes we're so enthusiastic and we just want to run down everyone, but people look at you like, just the other day he was in the club. And that's fine. Sometimes you need to live a life consistently. Then you don't have to talk. So now when I'm around these people, they're like, oh, sorry, Mike's. First couple of years it wasn't like that. And I didn't hang around too much. So you have like projects, people must know their boundaries, and your light will shine. So if you're in your workplace, and and people start to get into certain conversation, you must know how to back out of those situations. People must know what you stand for. And so what we also have to remember, Jesus was criticized for hanging around with sinners. And when the Pharisees were criticizing him, he said, I'm going to paraphrase, he said, I desire mercy. He said, you need to understand what this means. He said, you need to go into the highways and the hedges. The highways and the hedges are not clean places. That's where unclean people dwell. And sometimes now we're so Christian that we actually don't have any unsafe friends. And how are we going to win the world if we only are just like in the dragon? If we're all like here, we're no use to no one in the world. So God has sent us to be among these people, but you need to know yourself. You need to be strong enough, as our sister said, and understand your purpose in that situation. You're not there to receive. My sinner friends don't want nothing to tell me about my life and salvation. They might be able to help me, like, on academic level and all that. But when it comes to this life, you don't got nothing to tell me. So I'm not receiving from these people. So you need to know yourself.
I think when circle starts to live and to work inside you, when you're around certain people, you don't find safety.
Oh,
In the company, you're expecting to be around changes and they receive it as well. When you talk to them, they'll be talking about something and you'll be like, they'll see that you're just not really interested. So it kind of comes with the territory anyway.
I'll give you an example. I was at work once and I told this lady that I used to drink a lot, but now I'm teetotal, I don't drink. So one day she's like, oh, man, you sure you're not coming to the pub with us after work? And I just looked at her, she was like, you don't enjoy it anymore, do you? I said, actually, I